here's what I've got going on today. Got this light here that used to have a photocell at the bottom of it. They would turn it off and on at night, and that stopped working. And so I'm going to have to do something else. And so what I decided to do is, I know how photocells work, and you can just go to the Lowe's or someplace and just buy a new photocell just like this one. And what you got to do is what I've already done is get some screwdriver or something and rip the guts out of this thing. And what you're going to find in there is there's no mystery to it. It's just two wires and a ground wire. And you just cut those wires, strip them back, and you take the photocell. And this is now going to point in the bottom. The only problem I have is my holes down there are kind of small for this. So what I have to do is drill those holes out so the photocell will stick out the bottom. So let me do that right now. This is kind of a thin metal on that, and so I just use my little tweezers here to cut a spot where I can just take this photocell and get it in there, and hopefully it's going to fit. And it's got the part where it unscrews and a little rubber gasket, and let me put that on and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. This will go back in a little bit so it'll sit flush and stick out the bottom and work. So now it's just a matter of hooking up the photocell. The black and the white, what you're commonly going to find in the house. Photocell comes with a black, a white, and a red. And going to the light is probably two wires. One's black and one is white. So what we do, here's how you hook up a photocell. You take the three whites and you tie them together. Okay. Then you take the red. Okay, just pretend that the three whites are together. The three whites to go together. Then you take the red is going to go to the light bulb, okay? And the black is going to go to the black wire into the house. So you put the white with you tie three whites together. You take the red and put it with the black that goes to the light, and you take the black from the photocell and put it to the black that goes to the power in the house. Simple as that, and your photocell should work. Okay, so the third part of this little plan is what I want this light. I put some new house numbers up outside, and I was thinking about using some LEDs and different ways to get those lit. But, and because if you put a bulb out there, like for instance this bulb that's in here now, it looks pretty and everything, but it's going to last 6 months before it goes out if I leave it on all night. What this is a Sylvania 40 watt equivalent 6.5 watt LEDs. I guess that they've taken this bulb and they're making it look like this now. And this bulb, it says it's going to last. Let me show you what they're claiming. Let me see if I can get a picture of that. I can leave this thing on, just turn the switch on, because it's a switched light outside, but I want my numbers to be lit up, and as opposed to lighting just the numbers, I was doing a lot of other ideas about how I was going to get those lit, spotlights and stuff. And I said, you know what, if this light would go on, and if the bulb wouldn't burn out every 6 months, that would be great. So I'm going to put this bulb, and these bulbs are really bright. I mean, I'm not sure how pretty or beautiful it's going to look, but it's going to be on all night. I'm going to flip that switch up, and that's it. I'm never going to worry about it again, but I had to put a new photocell on this. So that's the plan. So let me put the light bulb in this before we put it up outside. Okay, so I'm not going to monkey around going outside and taking this camera outside and showing you me hooking it up. I may show you the finished product, but you can see that I've put the bulb inside, and what I'll do is got to get my wire nuts ready, I'll take this out, and it's kind of a juggling act where I got to hold the light and get the thing screwed on there. But it's just a matter of getting the Okay, and it's up there. Okay. Not my best work. I mean, if I wanted to put some caulk on there, I could, but I'm not that worried about it. And the way you test out the photocell, see the photocell is up in there. You know, you can't really, or distance, you can't tell it. Yeah, I just kind of a butcher job on that deal. But what you do is you just put your finger over it, and it takes about a minute. You can speed this up if you want to, but I'm also going to do it in real time just to show how it works. With my finger over the thing, over the photocell, so it thinks it's dark. Took longer than I thought. Definitely not instant on. At first I thought it wasn't going to work. And then just as I got up to start to mess with it, it went off. So, is that about a minute? It's dark. It's dark outside. Turn on the light. And then it goes on, just like magic. And then you take your finger off of it, and now it's daytime. So this is just a test on real time, and now it goes off again. How about that? And that's the way it's supposed to work, and the other one didn't. And with that 22-year bulb on there, I'm just going to leave that switch always on, and my house numbers below this that I have down here below, I got some of these new cool floating house numbers. They look awesome when it gets the different shadows through the day. It's awesome. So that will light up at night, and that's how that's going to work. I was going to put some LEDs behind this and mess with it a lot, or I was also going to over here get a spotlight that would shine down over onto this area. And so what I really wanted to do was go with some solar type setup where I get a low voltage LED lights, and they've got some little kits you can buy that have it all light and solar panel contained all in one. But if you look up at these trees I've got out here, these great big pin oaks that give me shade all summer, and I like them quite a bit. So I like them, I guess, better than I want to get some solar energy. I'm going to cut this pine tree down, but there's early in the day. But when it comes to getting, like, I think that maybe up there someplace I might be able to put up a solar panel, but as far as up there, you know, some lights have this gizmo where you can put the solar panel right on top of the light and just stick it right on the wall, but you've got to have 9-10 hours of sun to power those up to go all night. And then when it came to doing some LED or something, low voltage kit or 12 volts, I was going to have to run some power down this wall into the basement, or I was thinking about maybe doing something up in the soffit, up in here. And it just turns out that I think that this is about the best answer I've got, so that's what I went with. If I wanted to drill behind these numbers or something, and you know, put some solar, little LEDs, not solar, but little LED lights behind that. But you know what, I think I'm just going to go with that. If that light bulb lasts 2 years, I'll be happy. So I'll post this video, and that'll be my timeline. I'll let you guys know in a couple of years, maybe, I hope. It's going to turn out to be just fine. It's going to be cheap to operate, and it's going to work by itself. It'll light up the house lights at night, and I'm done with this, unless I can come up with a better idea. So that's how that works. See you guys later. And look, it's just dusk out here, not all that dark, but the light has come on just like it's supposed to. So I'm pretty happy about that.